What's up guys, I'm Dr. P and welcome back today for another Fortnite Battle Royale video, and thanks so much for stopping back by the channel. Now in this one I want to talk a little bit about a big leak we just got from the version 6.22 update that went live earlier this morning. Make sure to join the Fruit faction today by subscribing to the channel and turning on post notifications to be among the first to learn about anything every time I upload a new video. We're still giving away some V-Bucks. If you want to enter to win, it's super easy. Just click the link in the description below. It'll take you to Gleam, and it's super easy from there to sign up and get actually 3 entries, so it's pretty good odds. So today, like I said earlier, Fortnite got a big content update. Now, as we normally do with updates of this caliber, we had pretty big information leaked, and you know what's weird? Most of the stuff that gets leaked nowadays actually comes true. It's basically to the point where if something gets leaked, you almost have to expect it to happen, which is just weird and, to be honest, unheard of from a big game. But anyway, apparently there's a new vehicle in the files called the Bumble, and the sounds have actually gotten leaked for it too. Take a listen and I'll meet back up with you. So as you can hear there, it definitely sounds to be a plane. That's what it sounds like. It definitely, for sure, is an aerial vehicle. I would bet a lot of money on it. If this is true, which it most likely is, it would be Fortnite's first ever air vehicle, and it would be probably a pretty big experiment by the part of Epic Games. I mean, it wasn't that long ago where people were saying, no, don't add the ATK. Fortnite doesn't need any vehicles whatsoever, and you know, that's definitely a fair opinion. Fortnite didn't necessarily need any vehicles, but of course they added the ATK and then added the other vehicle, the Quad Crasher, a few months later. The thing about those two previous vehicles though is they were still land vehicles. I mean, they were literally just cars almost, but now we're getting into the experimental category, going into the air. This could turn out to be either really good or really bad. I mean, we don't have any information on what this vehicle is going to be, whether it's going to be simply kind of a transportation thing, or maybe it could be an offensive thing. Maybe you could drop some bombs from the plane, maybe you could shoot out of it with a turret. No one knows. We also have no idea how big it is, how fast it goes. There are so many questions that we just don't have the answers to, and probably won't get the answers to for a while until this gets announced. Based on the way the sounds are for the Bumble, it does seem like it is probably a slower aircraft, maybe one of those bigger, slower planes, and if it's bigger, that probably means it's taking more people in it too. So I'm thinking maybe it's a bigger plane, you know, maybe it's self-piloted. We don't even know if we're going to be able to drive it either. Probably. I mean, see, we're just rambling on. The possibilities are truly endless. With the recent addition of the redeploy system, the glider redeploy system in Fortnite, and just in case you don't know, really quickly, there's an update in the game where you no longer have to have a launch pad to redeploy your glider if you're high up in the air. I believe the official rule is if you are more than 3 stories high, you get the option to redeploy your glider. So if you're able to be high up with little to no risk now, literally actually no risk, it would make sense for Epic to make a new item or a new vehicle or a new update or something in the game to enable players to have more chances, more opportunities to get high up in elevation, since when they jump off, they're just gonna peacefully land back down on the map and go about their business. This isn't the first time we've had a reference to planes though. In the past, if you'll remember, we all heard random jet planes. It was just coming from the sky. It was when the rift and the queue were first starting to form, and it was crazy. Like, it literally was just so many people complaining on Reddit and in the comments of my YouTube videos saying, Dr. P, I'm hearing this jet plane, and sure enough, people all over Reddit were posting videos with proof of the audio, and I'll let you hear it really quickly. As you could hear there was clearly a sound that sounded a lot like an aerial vehicle, a lot like a jet plane. I made a ton of videos and I had a ton of theories about what that could have been, and it kind of all went away and nobody talked about it for a long time. But now it looks like we're getting a Bumble aerial vehicle, which is supposedly a plane, and the sounds are very similar, so I wonder if that sound that was being played way back when, I don't know, like a few months ago, was trying in any way to foreshadow what's coming to the game, because if so, it wouldn't shock me all that bad. I mean, you're talking about the same developer, Epic Games, that wrote out Fortnite's season story all the way through season 9. And the same developers that took over 2.5 months for the cube to do something important. In the comment section down below, I want to know if you guys are excited or disappointed, or I don't know, just let me know what you're feeling. If you're feeling any emotion at all about what's going on here with the planes, let me know. I kind of have mixed feelings. It could go off really good, could go off really bad. I don't think it's going to be, okay. It's going to be on one of the two ends of the spectrum. It could go over really well, but like I said, Epic's going to have to make sure they're doing it right, and I think they will. They have all the data, they know what's going on with their game, and clearly I trust them to make, a good vehicle, a good addition to the game. If we're able to pilot those planes, I can imagine that would be really, really fun. I would lose my mind if we could actually go and pilot those planes, which I really am holding out hope for, and I'm optimistic because the previous two vehicles in the game we were able to pilot and drive manually. In today's 622 patch, we also got a new weapon. We got the Heavy AR, which is essentially just the AK-47. It is a very high-powered assault rifle with a slow rate of fire that is best used in short bursts. Truthfully, the rate of fire on this thing when I picked it up and used it was a lot slower than I thought it would be. Like, it's a lot slower than you might imagine, and it's almost like a semi-auto AR, which is obviously a weapon we don't have in Fortnite, so I think this kind of compensates for that and makes people who have always been wanting a semi-auto AR a lot happier. I haven't played with it all that much, but definitely if you have, let me know your thoughts. I think overall the general consensus that I've been seeing on social media is that it is a good addition, a good gun. Obviously it's good and it's high powered, but you do have to hit your shots because the rate of fire isn't what you might expect. If you're planning on buying V-Bucks at any point soon to cop any of the new skins or emotes, I would really appreciate it if you could use my supported creator code. It's Pineapplez YT. It's a tool that allows you to essentially directly support my channel, and I've been hitting you guys back with the follow. Those of you who are supporting me and showing me proof on Twitter, I've been hitting you guys with the love. Really appreciate you guys. Speaking of Twitter, it is the #1 way to get in contact with me. Obviously, I love to read my YouTube comments, and I reply to as many as I can, but there's just so many of you guys, and it gets hectic that sometimes I can't get them all, or I'm sleeping. But Twitter is the best way to get in contact with me, because I'm literally on there all day. Like, if you're not using Twitter, in my opinion, I don't know what's going on, because it's like the #1 way I get all my news. I'm just on there all the time, getting all my updates from there, so I'm always there, so go ahead and hit me up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. That's my sincerest hope. If you could do me a favor and drop a like on this thing, that'd be much appreciated, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.